Now we come to the first layer of the OSI model and the TCP/IP model. For the TCP/IP, it is called application layer. What are the objectives of our module here? We need to learn about the most common network applications. What is DNS, like DNS, HTTP, HTML, FTP, Telnet, okay, and email. Okay. For you, what is the most common application you use for browsing the internet? Who can tell me? That's the application. Okay, correct. But what is the name of this service? Okay, internet search. Search. Maybe you have also social media. Okay, you have video streaming, so? Messaging, email. These are all applications you use. Even database, Word, Excel. These are all applications. One of the main, one of the important services or applications or functions that function in this layer is the DNS. What is DNS? Domain name translation. What does this mean? Anybody have any suggestion on this? What is DNS? DNS is like, you know, when you type a website, when you go start the browser, yes?
The name to IP address.
Very good. Excellent. So you are typing, let's say, our college name. How the internet will know what is the IP address? Because the internet only understand numbers and understand addresses. The DNS will translate it to the proper IP address of the website that you want to enter into. Okay, understood? So that's why it's called DNS or domain name translation. Okay. So we associate them with an IP address to make it easier for us to locate them. Okay. And the DNS names are registered and organized on the internet. Okay. Such as .com, .edu, .net. DNS servers contains a table that associates host names in the domain with corresponding IP address. We have already mentioned that. Okay. So if you want to find the IP address, the client DNS will send a request to the server on port 53. When the DNS server receives the request, it checks its table to determine the IP address associated with that web server. Okay. If the DNS does not have it, it queries another DNS. Okay. So here we have this user sending the request. I want to access cisco.com. Give me the IP address. Okay. And the DNS will reply, I found the IP address of cisco.com. Here it is. This is a simple example. HTTP and HTML, they are actually different. Some people mix them together. They are different. So when the client receives the IP address of a web server, the client browser uses that IP address and port 80 to request web services. Okay? And the request is sent to the server using HTTP. And request for secure HTTP, اللي هو HTTPS, you know that, huh? HTTP is not secure. HTTPS is secure. You know about the difference? Yeah, good. 80 is for HTTP, 443 is for HTTPS. When the server receives a port 80 request, the server responds and sends the web page. Okay? And the information content of the web page is coded using HTML. So now we understand that HTML is coding. HTTP is the protocol. So please don't mix them together. So when you have a website, I think you are studying web technology this course. Most of you, maybe you are. Yeah, very good. Very good. We have another example of application protocol is FTP, File Transfer Protocol. Okay, File Transfer Protocol uses two ports. Okay, control using port 21, as you can see here in this diagram. And then when the connection is established, the data is using port 20. Okay, 21 for control, 20 for data. You start, yani first you communicate, fix the connection, you agree on everything, then the data start going in the tunnel of port 20. We have also email clients and servers. Okay. Email servers, they run server software that enables them to interact with clients and with other email servers over the internet or the network, such as SMTP, POP3, IMAP4, and they are different from each other. And a mailbox is identified, on the internet we use like a name, we have to use in the email, right? And each user should run an email client software. Now, these are the differences between the email protocols. Please look at them. We have SMTP. It uses port 25 and it is used by an email client to send message to its local email server. Okay. Then the local email server will decide if this message is distanced for a local mailbox or it is for another server. That's why it's called SMTP. Then we have POP3. POP3 client supports clients receive and store messages. Okay. And when the client connects to the email server, the messages are downloaded and deleted. Do you want that? No. Imagine your Gmail, you access the email. Once you open the email, it's deleted. Do you want that? No. But before, when the hard disk was expensive and you don't get that much spaces, you wanted to have that. So you wanted the user to save their emails on their machines. I don't want to keep them on my server. Okay. Then we have IMAP4. IMAP4 keeps the messages in the mailbox, okay, unless you want to delete them. Okay. And IMAP4, alaikum salam, listens for request on port 143. Also, text messaging. It enables users to communicate or chat over the internet in real time. Some people call it instant messaging. Okay. And nowadays it is built into many online applications, even smartphone applications and your social media. Okay. And if you are using it on your computer, you will have a web-based client running on your computer to enable that. Okay. We have also some of them are even supported by businesses. Like we have Cisco WebEx. We have Teams, Microsoft Teams, WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger. Okay. Nowadays, you can even transfer documents using them, right? You know, WhatsApp, you can transfer documents, right? And videos. Also, you can use internet phone calls using VoIP, okay? So IP telephony makes use of voice over IP, اللي هو VoIP technology. Voice data is encapsulated into IP packet. يعني the voice you talk, the voice will be transferred into packet like if it is any other packet. Data, video, your voice, and sent over the internet or over the network. Okay? And a unique name allows calls to be received from other users. You know, when we say a unique name, yani, imagine your mobile number, right? You have a number that is unique for you. Also, when you are using VoIP, you have a unique number or unique name for you. Okay? A call to a regular landline requires using gateway. You have to get permission, special devices from the telecom provider. And if you use a software that enables you, let's say you are using WebEx, okay, or Skype. You know Skype for Business? Have you heard about Skype? Anybody? You can use it to call another Skype. Can you use it to call a landline? No. Unless you have, yeah, you have, why? Because you have to have a gateway. Okay. I'll tell you one more thing. You know the radios? Radios. Some radios, they have features. If you use special gateway, you can use a landline from the radio. Can you imagine that? Yeah. Like tetra radios. And if they are enabled and the gateway is installed, they can do that. The public switched telephone network is called PSTN. Okay. And you might get charged when you call a landline. Okay. Any questions on this chapter?